One more time.
Hey
Ready?
everyone! So in this video,
hold it.
you guys
Hold it straight.
will see they're baking a cake, and Nathaniel is.
Okay, go.
Wow! Good job. It calls for how many?
1 cup.
1 cup. Cool.
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 Okay, ready?
Cool.
So now we're gonna put the butter. Go ahead.
Melted butter.
Melted.
Go ahead.
It's super melty.
It's hot. Careful, huh?
Mm.
Wow. Smile, Nathaniel. You're on camera. People are watching you.
Papa,
What?
are we gonna mix it?
Yes.
Mix it.
Yes, you're
we're
gonna mix it.
Mix it.
First, we're gonna do the wet ingredients.
These are called
first.
wet ingredients. Okay, so that was milk and butter. Oh, it's rice drink.
Yeah.
Rice drink and then butter. Okay, so that's it for that. Should I rinse
Can
it?
we mix
No,
it?
just leave it there. I'll wash it later.
Nah, I'm just gonna mix it.
Not yet.
Hold on.
We're not
mix
gonna
it
use
with
that. We're gonna use.
What? Use what?
We're gonna use. We're gonna add zucchini.
Ready? We're gonna make zucchini cake.
Zucchini cake. You're cute.
Another zucchini.
Oh, eggs.
Yay,
2 eggs. Ready? This is how you crack an egg, okay? Like that.
Okay, I will try.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Me.
Let me
Hi.
show you how to do it. Okay, ready? Then you gotta open it.
Ooh.
It's a bit messy.
How did it pop out?
You got a crack.
You
the
gotta
egg.
spread it open like this. There you go. That's how we crack an egg.
Papa, are we gonna mix it?
Yes, we're gonna mix that.
Papa, where's the stone bean?
There's a what? Say that again.
Where's the stone bean?
The stirring.
The stirring thing. It's called a spatula. Use the rice spatula, baby. That's what I used.
Okay.
Where's the spatula?
Are you gonna add zucchini?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Well, then you wanna move the
Oh.
thing here before you do that. There you
Why are we
go.
gonna do that? What are we gonna do with
There
that?
you go.
What are we gonna do with that?
Okay.
What are
We're
we
gonna do the
with
zucchini.
that, Papa? Okay. Baba, what's the mixing thing?
The mixing thing,
Yeah.
and then you're
Ready?
gonna need
You know
to
how to do
move.
this, right?
Can you move him a little bit so he can reach? Oh, okay, there you can reach. Okay, cool. Wait, you gotta wait. Wait for the zucchini first.
All right. How many zucchini?
Just one.
1 zucchini.
Yep.
1 zucchini coming up.
Zucchini coming up. Hi, handsome.
Zucchini.
You excited?
Okay, ready?
That's my boy using the Salad Master food processor. This is our sous chef.
I thought I was too sure.
Yeah, you are too.
I probably lost it.
It's that Papa. It's that.
You're a sous chef. You file lawsuits. Wow. Very good,
going, keep going.
handsome. Very good, handsome.
Whoa, you're fast.
Whoa. That is so
Oh,
cool,
muscle bear. Oh,
handsome.
too fast.
Oops, that's
Too
enough.
fast.
That's enough. Okay.
You're too strong.
You're good. Thank you.
All right, well done.
Oh. Don't take this out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta go like this. Hold on.
Oh.
From the inside. Go. Spin it.
Oh.
Spin. Careful.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Cut your nail.
You're not gonna cut them. Just it's on the inside. It won't cut. Go.
Thank you for being careful, handsome. So
There you
let's
go.
check it out.
Okay, go again.
There it is.
Okay, good. You got it.
There you
Papa,
go.
wash your hands because your hands look like dirty.
It's not dirty. It just has plants on it.
And zucchini.
You want to touch it?
No, it's not going to cut because I'm going the other direction. See? I'm going this way.
We don't have any
If
more
I go
carrots.
this way, it'll cut me. If I go this way, it won't. Okay? So you have to be very careful.
We don't have any more carrots, huh?
Want to make carrots?
No more carrots.
Really? We don't?
No, I think we're all out.
Oh,
Just
oh. Oi.
what?
Alright, here we go.
They saw that the penny drop in there.
The what?
This one dropped in.
Like more zucchini dropped in?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah, it just dropped in here.
Alright,
Oh
so
my
we got
gosh.
2 eggs, butter, melted, 1 stick of melted butter, 1 cup of milk, of rice drink in our scenario, and now it's up. Now it's for this time.
Look, you gotta mix it on first before you put the wet.
Ouch.
Oi.
Okay,
Alright, mix it.
Mr. Mixer.
What do we got? Here, let me get rid
Very
of this.
good, handsome bear.
I don't need this anymore.
Careful, careful,
This
careful.
thing's done.
Thank you. Good job, handsome.
Yeah.
Careful, huh? Wow.
Hold it like this. With your thumb. Like that.
Ooh.
Hold it. And mix.
Smile, you're on camera.
Oh, I think we got a big piece of zucchini in there. Big
That's
piece
Yeah,
of
it just dropped in.
that piece of skin. Hold on.
What? It just dropped in.
I know.
Is it a big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not gonna work. That will not bake proper. Unless you want to have a giant piece of zucchini that you bite.
That's fine.
What?
It's all gonna be mixed in there. It's
So what?
okay.
Roast it. Put it in.
Okay.
Just put it in.
It's like instead of chocolate
Okay.
chip, there's zucchini in there. Wow, very good, Mr. Handsome Boy. Mixing a cake.
Now it's time for the dry.
Okay, so that's all wet ingredients.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the flour. Okay. Ready? You want to pour it in?
No.
All of it. Okay, now mix.
Mix it.
While,
Mix it.
Mix it while Papa's pouring.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it. Oh, that's a lot.
Papa, I told you don't put it on.
Oh, it's got to all go in there.
Oh.
You're making a cake as fast as you can.
Patty cake. Oops, careful. Don't
Careful
put
now.
your
Boy,
don't
it's
put,
like crazy.
Come on, Muscle Bear.
don't put your weight on there because it's gonna fall. My Mr. Baker. Oh my goodness, how cute.
Come on, bakers, man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
So cute. Do you need help?
No.
Wow.
Also get this one, look. On the sides. You have to get everything from the sides.
Can I borrow the
Oh, you
box?
just got it on your finger.
Papa.
Okay, lick it. Didn't. Babe, can I see the box, please?
It's right there.
I know I can see it, but can I?
Well, you can see it.
Can I feel it? I touch it.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so the mix that we're using is the Trader Joe's yellow cake and baking mix. It's like this, but it's not strawberry. It's zucchini. We're gonna be
Hey.
doing zucchini.
Are you serious, bro?
I just spilled some on my eye.
Oh, no. Gotta get it out of your eye now.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Let me see that bowl. Wow, it
Keep
has
it in the bowl.
zucchini. Yellow cake
this,
with
boy.
zucchini.
Like this, look. Go like this.
Do we have any chocolate
Okay.
chip that we can throw in there?
Yeah.
You do?
We have chocolate
Ooh, what about the raisins? You want to?
Chocolate covered raisins.
Ooh.
Ooh. Let's try it.
That'll be different.
A little bit, not too much, huh? So maybe like a. Okay, that's good.
Yay.
Yay!
Chocolate covered raisins.
Dark chocolate covered raisins. That's Nathaniel and Noah's favorite.
Ooh. Oil.
Okay, did you?
What?
Is the pan ready?
What's the heat?
Well, just get the What does it say on the box? Hold on. It says preheat. Oh, you should have preheated already while you were doing it.
Yeah, what's the temperature?
350. 350. So the box called for 2 large eggs, a stick of butter, a cup of rice drink we put, and then the package of baking mix, and then we added zucchini. We added zucchini. Look at that.
Yeah, looks.
Let's add Miss Sophia. Let's see. Hi, Sophia. Say hi, Miss Sophia.
Hi.
She's watching you right now. There's a little baker over here. Look at that.
Come on, muscles.
Wow.
Come on, muscles.
I'm trying to fall down.
Oh. Are you actually gonna eat this cake?
Take it out of his room. I need Abby to get at it.
Oh my goodness.
Mommy, can you do this?
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Are you gonna
You're gonna add ice cream on the cake?
No, it's going in my mouth.
what?
Nathaniel. Tito Ricky is watching. Say hi, Tito Ricky. Tito Ricky. Nathaniel is baking a cake, and he put zucchini on it too. So it's zucchini cake, right?
And chocolate chip.
Oh, and chocolate covered raisins. So let's see. See, Tito Ricky and Tita A are watching. Say hello, Tita A.
Melted egg.
Uh-huh.
Melted butter.
Uh-huh. What else?
On zucchini. On chocolate raisin. On zucchini.
How many eggs did you put in there?
2.
2 eggs.
Wow, good
Very
job.
I did with 4.
No, it was just 2. And then you put what's in this thing? What is this?
Powder.
The flour. Did you just roll your eyes? You're cute.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I take with this.
With strawberry.
No, cherry.
Oh, cherry. Okay, sorry. I thought it was strawberry. I think it is cherry.
Oh,
Is this cherry?
oh,
It is
oh.
cherry. No, it's strawberry, handsome.
Sister.
Okay, are you done mixing, handsome?
No, I want to show my sister. I want to show my sister.
Oh.
Mom,
Hmm?
can you tell my sister, please?
Are you gonna host a kids cooking class next time and show little kids how to bake a cake?
No, they're not there.
I know. Are you gonna host a cooking class?
Maybe gonna show it to Evelyn.
Oh, you're gonna show it to your friend Evelyn. You're
And
gonna
then
show
we
Tita
can-
Annabelle how you bake a cake, okay?
No,
Why not?
because I just want to tell Evelyn.
Careful not to Wow, I think that's already mixed enough.
That's halo, mix.
Mm-hmm.
I need to teach the cover raisins always cover.
Mm-hmm.
When that stops blinking, it's done, right?
Yeah, and I think with the way we cook it with Salad Master, we don't need to preheat. You can just put the cake on a cold pan.
Okay, well, not good.
So
It's going. Alright, so we're putting in the mix. That's enough. Thank you.
Just show my sister.
Wait.
I-
Don't. Keep it in there.
okay, Nevea, he wants to show you the mix he did. Come here.
Wait.
Ooh, you're gonna show Ate.
Not that there.
Wow. Nathaniel did all that. Babe, remove the probe, please, and then bring it here. And then,
Freaking hot.
oh, okay, then that's fine. You just put it over there, pour it over there. I don't want Nathaniel to burn.
Oh, mommy.
I know what berry is so heavy. Okay,
Alright,
Papa's gonna pour it now.
All the reasons went to the bottom.
Let's see. He's just pouring it onto the EOC skillet. I'm far from it. I'm holding Noah, so I can't get up and go over there. But here, at least I could zoom in. And then we're just gonna have to wait. How long? It says the box is 25 to 30 minutes, but with Salad Master, it's faster. So it's probably gonna be done in 15 minutes. We'll set timer for 15 minutes. What are you doing, Chunkum Bear?
This is ice cream.
Ice cream.
Because Papa yesterday for me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's convenient.
Really?
You could have asked for some. I could have made a little cup for you.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have some fudge?
What fudge? There's no more fudge.
No, it's chocolatey.
Oh, it's already baking.
Is it already baking? Close it.
Yep, I gotta close that thing.
See, with Salad Master, it's super fast. It's already baking.
That's faster than I expected. Now I gotta hurry.
Close it and then timer for maybe 12 minutes.
Wow, that was fast. I was not expecting that.
All right, set timer for
It
12.
was fast, but I
Yay.
wasn't expecting it to be that fast.
Okay.
Caught me off guard.
Nathaniel over here is eating your ice cream.
Okay.
Ooh, I can smell the cake already. That was fast.
I told you it's fast. It was baking as I was pouring it in. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna take that
Ooh,
long.
you know what we forgot to put?
What?
Peaches on the bottom
Oh,
to make it like
well,
peach
we'll put that on the end.
upside down cake.
Once it's actually right side up,
We'll put the peach.
we'll put peaches on it. Do you need a smaller spoon?
Yeah, he needs
Looks like
a
you're
smaller
struggling
spoon.
with that thing.
All right, so anyway, while we're waiting for the cake, do you want me to end this video or do you want to share some knowledge? Get used to different shirts. Get over here, please. Move a little closer to Nathaniel boy.
What's
All
up?
right, get used to different shirt.
Yeah,
What
we're
is
very
up?
different.
What is up with that? What's that shirt about?
Because we're different.
Yeah.
We're very different. If you want to learn more about how different we can be, I highly recommend going to iamlawful.com because there's an incredible course there that will empower you with useful knowledge that you can share with your entire family, because the more people learn it, the better everything becomes. And it's about how to learn law and how to use it effectively. So highly recommend it.
And then what about the
One of the best
PMA
investments in your mind and in your family.
and yourself?
Yes, absolutely. It will very, very much empower you and your family. As far as private membership associations, they're also known as unincorporated associations. We can also help people set those up, so that way you can move to the private instead of being in the public. And that, again, is very empowering because you get to truly basically interact with people who you actually enjoy interacting with, right? You actually know who your members are. They're not just a bunch of random people. It's not just a bunch of people in the public. You actually get to know who they are, and you actually have one-on-one interactions with them in most cases, or in a majority of the cases, actually. So
And that's what makes us different because we're not in the public, operating in the public.
Not only that, but you're actually building real relationships. You actually know who you're serving, and you know you get to appreciate each other a lot more. It's not just some faceless corporation. There's an actual man or a woman who you actually know. You know who they are, and you know what they offer and why they offer it, and why you're donating to what they're doing, right? In order to help that grow and expand. So the only voting that really matters is the voting that you do with your dollars. That's the voting that matters the most. So we need to support local businesses more than anything. So that's what it needs to really do stuff and have it where it's a real interaction
In the private.
based on an actual contract, which is very powerful. So that's what we help people do.
And what is the PMA called?
It's called Divine by Design, FBO PMA. So it's a faith-based organization, private membership association. So that's what we can help people with as well. So
Do you want to share just a little snippet about Divine by Design?
yeah, so the main purpose of Divine by Design is to help people remember who we are, because we are a lot more than we've ever been told, and we are actually more powerful than we've ever been told. But you're only going to find that out as you start to study law, and especially the main law, which is actually federal public law, which is the Bible. Oddly enough, a lot of people don't know that's a thing, but it's a thing. So the Bible is actually public law. Whether people like it or not is relevant. It's what it is. And that is actually an incredibly powerful book when you go beyond the surface, when you go beyond religion, because religion ruins it. The true knowledge and wisdom and empowerment that's in that book is astounding. It talks about psychology, it talks about genetics, it talks about astronomy, astrology, it talks about numerology is in there. It talks about, I mean, it's pretty astounding, just the amount. It talks about cosmic law, it talks about common law, it talks about equity law. It's referencing so many things when you go beyond the surface. It's an amazing and very useful and powerful book that is meant to be applied in our lives on a daily basis. It's not a bunch of stuff that happened a long time ago. It's stuff that happens now within you. It happens inside of you. That's the deeper stuff. So if you want to know more, Divine by Design, PMA.org.
We'll launch the website pretty soon.
We're working on it. So anyway, for those who want to know more.
Sorry, let me add. Can you share the scripture?
Which one?
Genesis.
So yeah, so when we talk about remembering who we are, in Genesis, and this is just one instance, it says it over and over again in the Bible. In Genesis chapter 1, the first chapter, so verses 26 and 27 literally say that we are made in the image and likeness of our Creator. So this is where we got the inspiration for the name Divine by Design, because my Creator is divine. And if I'm made in the image and likeness of my Creator, which I am, then I am an extension of my divine Creator. So therefore, everyone who realizes that truth, you come to realize that we are divine by design from the beginning. So that's the way it's always been. That's the way it's always going to be. Each and every one of us is an extension of our divine Creator, and we need to embody that and actually carry ourselves as the divine being would. So when people say, what would Jesus do? Well, yeah, and what would you do as an ambassador for Christ, right? Because we are the sons and daughters of the Most High. It's what's written it says it in the Bible, right? It's what's written there. So it even says the kingdom of heaven is within you. So it's within me, within everybody. So we need to embody that and express it. How do we express our divine nature? That's what Divine by Design is all about. It's about remembering who we are and being the Christ, the Christ consciousness, if anyone is aware of what that means, and really living it and embodying it and being it. And this is what a Christ consciousness would do. They would just enjoy their life. They would enjoy the ice cream without any, he's just having a good old time. That's actually what we're supposed to be doing here. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves and not struggling and suffering and competing That's all nonsense. So again, we have to become like one of these little ones who just enjoy life.
Childlike.
Yeah, childlike.
Become-
Childlike, truly childlike, enjoying every moment, living in the moment, being in the moment. This is what life is really about.
Because Christ Jesus said that.
Exactly. Even Christ said that. We must become like one of them, one of the little ones, and truly see things from a renewed mind.
The renewing of the mind.
Yes.
Yes.
Getting rid of all the garbage that was put into us by society and by religions and by politics and all that nonsense. All of it has to be completely gotten rid of. Those are the false idols that are inside our head, and we need to, get rid of them. We need to kick them out of the temple, because this is why this is called temple. So you have temples on the side of your head for a reason. This is the temple of the living God. You are it. And if this is news for you, if you want to learn more and really be empowered and really be an example that others can then learn from, and you want to be that light, that fire that lights someone else's fire from within, that's what we do at Divine by Design. We empower others with useful knowledge and help them remember who they are. So that's what we do.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And anything else? Because it looks like we have 5 minutes left on the cake. Are we going to stay live until the cake is done, or do you have anything else to share? Ooh, what about law?
Well, one of the things that we're doing, we are holding a class for those who are interested in learning how, is how to exercise our right to travel, because we have that right. We have actually many rights. If people take the time to read the Arizona Constitution or the Constitution of the United States, it even says there are rights that are not written down. So we have many more rights than were written, because we have more rights than they would have space for. We have a lot of rights, but we need to learn how to exercise those rights and do it properly, and then enforce our rights with effective lawsuits in case we are ever challenged. So that's the whole point. And our right to move from point A to point B is one of those rights. We actually have it. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been made to forget that we have such abilities, but we do.
Yeah.
And we're helping people learn how to do it properly and effectively as well, because that's what it's all about, is learning how to do it right.
So yeah, if you want to learn how to exercise your right to travel, just
You can email info@iamlawful.com.
yes.
So that'd be the easiest and best way to do it.
It's coming up. It's next week. So yeah, if you're interested, just send us an email or comment below, or just private message me. You know where to find me, and we'll share the information with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's simple.
And then what else? We've got 3 minutes to go until the cake is done. We've got everything covered pretty much. PMA, FPO. Oh, what about you're also a minister?
Yes. So for common law union,
Yeah,
for example,
common law marriage kind of.
so what people would call a marriage, it's also called a common law union or common law marriage. If you want to say it that way, it's fine. It's basically something that we can also help facilitate for people who are interested in doing that.
So yeah, Juan Carlos over here also can officiate weddings.
Yes.
Yes.
And so can Bianca.
Okay, yes. I was gonna say I'm gonna be the photographer.
Well,
but okay.
either way. So it's a service that we can provide.
Yes. Yeah. So if ever you want to get married or remarried or renew your vows or annul your first marriage,
Annul the license, because you don't need a marriage license.
Yes.
That's another lie. You don't need a marriage license. You never did.
So yeah.
We don't need licenses for a whole lot of things, okay? Again, when you learn law, you realize this.
Hey, why did you stop it? Oh my gosh. He just reset the timer. Anyway, that was like what, 2 minutes left. Don't open it because it's gonna. Okay, so keep going.
Anyway.
It's 2 minutes. He just reset the timer. Nathaniel. Okay, moving on. So yeah, so JC over here can officiate a wedding, or I can be a photographer as well. We're all around.
But yeah, these are services that we offer.
Talented people. So yeah, if you have any services to offer, let us know. we'd be happy to help out as well. We can all collaborate and cooperate, right? Hands up. Oh my goodness, my little Noah bear is up.
Hands up.
Anything else? I think we've got 1 minute left until the cake is done. We've covered pretty much everything. We covered. It's like 1 minute left, but don't open it. Babe. Hold on. Hold on. Come here. So we've covered law. We've covered the PMA. We've covered the right to travel. Holding people accountable. What about that?
Yeah,
We haven't said that.
like I said, we do help people with effective lawsuits. I already have a lot of them on my plate, so
So we need help.
yeah,
Basically,
we need more people to learn.
people to learn so
because
that they can help other people hold people accountable.
there's never a lack of opportunities to file lawsuits against corrupt people,
Mm-hmm.
who are especially public servants who abuse their authority.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if we can have more people who are effective at doing this, the better things will become for everybody.
Yes,
So
exactly.
this is how we actually make a difference.
Yes.
Your voting isn't going to do it, okay? Voting another public servant who knows nothing about law is not going to help,
Smells good.
especially because they violate law all day, every day, as a matter of policy and procedure instead of actual law. That's what people need to realize. Most public servants violate laws all day, every day, as a matter of policy and procedure, because they follow policy and procedure, because in their head, policy and procedure is law when it's not. There's actual law and it's written down, and public servants are bound to obey it, whether they like it or not, whether they feel like it or not. They have to obey the law, period. And it's our responsibility to hold them accountable when they don't. So the more we start to do that, the more public servants will actually do their jobs, which is to serve us, the people. We are their master, they're the servant. This is why their title says public servant. No, they're not officials. They're not public officials. They're public servants, okay? They signed up to serve. They put signs on lawns. They said, hey, please vote for me so I can be your servant. Well, guess what? Now you get to serve me. So either serve me or get out and quit. Go do something else with your life. All right?
Awesome.
I'm the master. They're the servant. That needs to be very clear to them. And if they don't get that, then we sue them with effective lawsuits. And then they'll know for certain who the master really is.
There you go.
Anyway, that's all I got to
Awesome.
say.
Yeah, I got a knock knock joke.
What's that?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Ube.
Who?
Noah. You gotta obey me.
Oh, God. Just add it now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just remember Ube. Okay, can you bring the EOC here, the skillet? The cake is done,
Yikes.
please.
With a joke like that, let's just end it. No mercy.
I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is it done? Oh yeah, it needs a little time. It's still bubbly. That's a lot of cake. Yeah. So anyways, that's it, y'all. Yeah. Here. Let's see. I don't know what I look like, but okay, let's do it. It's just gonna be Noah. Noah over here just woke up. Or actually, yeah, he woke up from that. Hey, Nathaniel, you're so loud. Say hi, everyone. Hi. Okay. All right, going back to you. Okay. All right, end the video now. And then we'll. Oh, and then can you tell them about the cooking class
Which one?
next week?
For who? Who's hosting?
Okay, we are.
Okay.
So,
Who's cooking?
Nevaeh is.
Okay.
So yes.
You might want to clue me in on this before you ask me about it.
Okay, everyone. So we are having a healthy cooking class next week. I believe it's a Friday. And Miss Little Nevaeh is going to be the one cooking.
And I guess if she doesn't, we will.
Yeah. So we'll be making healthy cake, right, Nathaniel or Noah? What else? She's going to be making eggs. Yeah. What else? Pasta. Yeah. And rice. And what else? What else? Zoodles. We're gonna try to make zucchini curry. Yeah. What else? What else?
Is he on camera now?
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I'll be. Oh my goodness, you're so loud. Okay, I'll be posting the flyer or the invite
Nathaniel.
on Telegram. For those people who are interested, just message me. I'll send it to you on Messenger. And then we'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you for watching and thanks for joining us on our live video cooking and learning and empowering people. Have a great night. Say bye. Bye. Okay, babe.
What?
Okay, say bye.
All right. Have a great one. Enjoy your life.
All right, bye.
Later.